Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Rebels headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They've got the big fellas out there. A three tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And I just think he put too much zip on the ball. I mean, he threw that thing hard, but led him a little bit too much, and the receiver really didn't have a chance to make a play.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Runs for the tackle. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And the Rebels are facing 3rd and inches. He'll take it himself. offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
The run inside. It's Lacy. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Looking to throw on third. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Rebels will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, play it's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turn it over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Got a little space. There he goes. The 40. Past the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles, that's for dang sure.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. This time he wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still running at the 40. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Offense set on first down. From the gun, looking for a man. Escapes the pressure to his right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Rebels. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the left. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Makes him talk to the hand. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get...
Snags it, and he's open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
To the air on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. He's got it along the sideline. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Lacey. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air, looking to buy time. Slings it. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. Final play of the quarter coming. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that will fall incomplete as we have played 1 quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the right. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to throw it again, and why not? It's caught, and he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. He's up to 113 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This time he wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Makes the grab on the left. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Looking to throw. Flips it out in the flat. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead down a little further. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Gill. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Looking for a gap. It's Lacey. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The handoff to Johnson. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's going to take off. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Texas State Bobcats taking on the Army Black Knights. And it's the Bobcats with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Mountain West Conference.
Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Here he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit, and you see more drops over the middle of the field.
The run inside. It's Johnson. Spins away. It's a fumble on the play. Bounced right back to them. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, third downs, get him the football. Shoot, first downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
The Tigers will have it first and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Davidson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Throws it deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route.
He's taking the shot. Leaping grab for a big gain. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson! And the upset still brewing as they answer with a score of their own.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Makes the grab. It's Haas. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, and he's free. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. Complete to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Rebels are flying down the field. Wants to throw again. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Gain of 2 on the play, sets up 3rd and 8.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
What's a nice job by the receiver there on the slant throw. Gets across the defender, makes the nice catch, hauls it in.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Running inside, it's Johnson. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away.
Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. I mean, you coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the right. Zips it out to his man. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Rebels racing to the line in a hurry up.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and see.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Rebels! What a grab in the end zone for 6.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Rebels. The defense putting points on the board. Oh, man, the defense has just turned this game upside down with that score.
Dude, just take matters into your own hands. Like, I'll take care of this. I'm not even going to take this. I'm going to score points. I'm going to try to go ahead and ice this game away. Defense is still going to have to come back on the field. But unbelievable job just taking matters into its own hands.
The big fella's on the field, guys, for the 2-point conversion. A design run for the quarterback. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So now they take over. This momentum has been completely taken away from them, but still an opportunity to put together a late drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. looking for a big play. And he made the grab with enough for the first down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. It's fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and long. That you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way.
Dog feet never. Two things. Feet never touch. Crazy they didn't let me jump.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Running into the open space. Still running at the 35. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The Tigers are back on top.
And this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. But they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And that last completion left them with 2nd and 1. And this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Maybe a crease. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
As sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Using his legs, it's Lacey. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
So the most crucial decision right now for the offensive coordinator, right? It's a fourth down that you've got to come up with. You're not in field goal range. You need this completion. Where is your best one-on-one matchup on the field right here?
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. On the move. Here's a little room there. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too. Now that you just picked up that first down, don't let the defense sub. A lot of these guys now have been on the field for a little while. See if you can catch them off guard here and try and take advantage of how tired they are.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And a chance to take the lead in this game goes by the
unfucking believable.
They knew they had that golden opportunity right down in the red zone. We're in the second half right now, and they're not going to get that many more chances. I think just being a little bit too greedy on that play, you need to understand when the play is over. Give the defense a ton of credit for creating that fumble.
They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Caught, and he's got room. Inside the 50, the 30, at the 20, into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They have the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. With the catch, it's Gill. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to
fucking game saved your shitty ass. A fucking fumble. Fucking ridiculous. And then they let you challenge that bullshit when your feet didn't even fucking get in bounds. But that's okay, I'm gonna break that shit down.
Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gill. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Pressure coming. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. They were really starting to put a drive together. But after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those.
Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. The Rebels surge back on top. So maybe just to make the final score look a little better, they'll go for 2 here. Lipstick on a pig, anybody? The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. They'll line up for the onside kick, just 1 second to play, and really their only hope is some type of penalty for an untimed down.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.